From her fingers' graces to your beautiful faces, it is the one and only Maivrpinger. What is up? Today is our last opportunity to have any effect on this team. We're done playing games, but we are doing the last offseason really fast. We're in the last re-sign period for the offseason. Overall, we're pretty loaded at linebacker depth and at some of our cornerback depth. So I think we can probably let some of these guys go and fill some of these needs through the draft and what have you. All right, here we are in free agency period 1. Got to go ahead and find some free agents, but we also got to hire some staff. I don't know where Steve Wilkes went, honestly. He may have retired, and maybe if I check out retirements, he'd be there. To get this offseason started, since Steve Wilkes retired or something, we're going to go ahead and sign a new head coach. We're going to try to get Griffin Murphy to kickstart this franchise as we sim into the future. And now our team is significantly decreased. Some of the players have left. Alright, so now I'm quickly just trying to look at the team for some needs, and I'm not seeing anything too pressing. That's actually a really good thing to leave these guys off on a good note. I guess defensive tackle is a place I can address. Maybe get some more guys for depth. Yeah, we don't have much cap space left, but let's go ahead and look at defensive tackle. And look at the number 1 bid out there, Maivrpinger Suh. He could be a good 1-year need filler here. Alright, what happens if we just give him the fair offer? That's a 93-point total. So to compete in this market, we'd have to give him something a little better. He might be the only free agent I sign, though, so it might be worth it. Let's go ahead and try and overspend a little bit. We've matched the Rams offer at 99 points, so we'll need to throw out a little more. And a $9.5 million offer gets us to 104 points. Gonna try and sweeten the deal slightly more. Alright, we have a 107-point offer out there. That's all we really need. I'll also go ahead and just throw out the fair offer for Chase Edmonds to see if he wants to come back to the Arizona Cardinals. 82-point offer. Alright, into stage 2 of free agency. The Arizona Cardinals have successfully signed Maivrpinger Suh and Chase Edmonds once again. Also, Griffin Murphy is our new head coach. Alright, really fast. Trey Boston is actually pretty deep in a position, so I either want to trade him away or possibly switch him to a strong safety. See where that puts us. Trey Boston as a strong safety is an 87 overall. So now we have some pretty good strong safety depth, and we have decent free safety depth. And now we can try and focus on maybe 1 or 2 young guys in those positions in the draft. Let's go ahead and scout some more college players. And combine scores are available too, so that'll be good for us to go through. Forrest Melvin from Utah. Wouldn't mind getting a Utah guy in the series at some point. And stop getting some fuckers from BYU. Casey Howell, pass rusher in the 2nd round. Alright, that's all the points we can spend this week. Alright, time to go to stage 3. And we have more players to scout. We have a new scheme too, so that's actually good to keep in mind that some players that weren't part of our scheme might actually now be part of our scheme. Percy Spragan in the slot. Cornerback depth, Nick Logan. And man-to-man's our scheme. I much prefer man-to-man. I could get along with this Griffin guy. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Griffin Murphy is isn't he the random-ass New England Patriots head coach because they don't actually have the rights to use Bill Belichick in these games? So every time you play one of them, he's the coach for the Patriots? So I think we just signed basically Bill Belichick. We'll go ahead into the next week. More points to utilize. London Bird, Sylvester Whitley, Jaron Milne, Harris Stabling, some possible options. blocking tight ends are actually now part of our scheme, so that might be good to look into now. Wait, 5th round talent in the 7th round, but for some reason it says he's not good value? I don't know what the fuck it's talking about. I mean, I guess all of his skills are kind of crap, but still. All right, that was our last opportunity to scout. Now into draft week. And looking at retirements, just to confirm my speculation, our head coach Steve Wilks did retire after winning his 3rd Super Bowl. Looking at the legacy leaderboard as it stands right now, we are the 4th greatest owner in NFL history. Right now. We'll have to see where the sim puts us. Josh Rosen is actually the 2nd best quarterback, but he'd need to basically double his legacy score if he wanted to catch up to Tom Brady. Allen Riley is 4th on the wide receiver list and has a lot of career left. Hey look, Christian Kirk and JJ Nelson are also up here. I guess winning a Super Bowl is pretty good for you guys in your careers. Sorry, Larry. Steve Wilks did retire as at least the best head coach that I can see in this series, with a legacy rating of 10,900, possibly Hall of Fame worthy. All right, without further ado, it is time to start the NFL draft. Now I've got to go ahead and quickly reorder my draft board. All right, we have looked at some of our needs. It's time to start the draft. We'll go ahead and skip through a couple of the first picks. The first overall pick is Nick Dwight, right end, 79 overall. And then the Packers pick Brett Madden, right end. So a lot of pass rushers, which I'm not necessarily looking into. Here's a linebacker though, lineman, free safety. Yeah, there was no chance I was getting him. And the 49ers go center, Cedric Spears, another lineman, another lineman. Another lineman, tight end Dalton Page. All right, let's try something crazy here. Let's see if we can actually maybe pull a trade off with the Buffalo Bills. All right, I'm not going to try trading with the Bills. I'm going to skip ahead one more pick. Maybe another. All right, quarterback. Let's see what the Seahawks want. All right, I don't think the Seahawks are looking into who I'm looking at. They are not. Lamar Golston goes. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and let the Titans pick. And the Titans actually ended up picking the guy I was going to try and trade for, Jerron Milne. He's an 80 overall from Oklahoma. God damn it. We'll go ahead and just skip ahead in the draft then to me. And we're on the board with our first pick. All right, we don't have any right outside linebackers on this team yet. That is going to change with our first pick, Mitchell McGee from Baylor. And we reached barely. He's ranked 33 in the draft, and we drafted him at 32. All right, time to skip ahead into the draft. We're at our next pick. All right, this pick, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can actually trade it away. Nothing's meeting me for my fancy at round 2, pick 16. The Green Bay Packers want to go ahead and trade us 2 picks this year and around 7 next year. I'll take it. And now at the end of the second round, let's go ahead and look. My draft board still has 38 players on it. All right, just to get the ball rolling, we're going to select one of the last few pass rushers on my board because they come at a premium and I don't have anything better to do with this pick. Welcome to the team, Oristis Graves. He's a 76 overall star. True 28 overall talent, and we draft him at 64. There we go. Welcome to the Cardinals. And we're basically immediately back up. We have the 3rd pick now in round 3 because of our trade with the Saints. All right, our next pick is going to be left outside linebacker Mike Doty to pick up some of our linebacking depth. He isn't the fastest guy in the draft by any means, but he's a pretty strong dude, and he's got some nice jump. Mike Doty is a 76 overall, number 24 in true talent, and we get him at 67. Only normal development, but he's a pretty good player coming into the league. All right, now we're at the end of round 3. we've got all of 23 guys left on our board. All right, the next player we're going to draft is Joey Booker. 12th bench press and 2nd overall halfback in the 40-yard dash. We get another 76 overall star. David Johnson's possible future replacement is here. All right, we're trying a 5th and a 7th for the Falcons' current pick. And they need a little more value. Fuck them. Trying again with 2 7th rounders. Oh, they're so close. Trying again with a 7, a 6, and a 5. And they're there. The Arizona Cardinals are back on the clock. And we're trading up for outside linebacker Wyatt Koyak. First in the 40-yard dash and a 10th bench press. And overall, just really good combine scores. 78 overall star. Yeah, I knew there was no fucking way the dude was actually going to be a mid-5th rounder. Wanted to jump on that around early, and I got him. All right, and the Arizona Cardinals are back up. To round out my draft, I'm going to go with strong safety Roy Dunn. First in the 40-yard dash, 9th in bench press, and his top skills are crap. But he can be a project if his high combine scores also means he has good development. And he does. This is a very weird player, folks. He's a 69 overall, but he's got star development. So, definitely an overdraft, but high development is tough to find. All right, we're at pick 3 of round 5. We'll go ahead and select Emmanuel Powell, another halfback. He's a 72 overall, ranked 119. We get him at 131. Not as spectacular as the early halfback, but hey, welcome to the team. Cardinals are back up. Looking at my draft board, I have 4 players left. Are you kidding me? And I do have 4 picks left. All right, Wayne Avalos is a scheme fit, late 5th rounder. His talent is red for some reason. He's projected as an early 7th rounder. His bench press is first out of tight ends. The rest of his skills aren't necessarily as impressive, and his top skills aren't that great. But maybe he can be pretty good. He's a 70 overall right now. We drafted him close to true talent. And the Cardinals are up again. All right, my board is kind of thin, so maybe just picking up a pick for next year wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. The Vikings were crap this year, so I'll go ahead and try and pick up theirs next year. All right, we're up once more. I have nothing left on my draft board. Trayless Shore has some skills, and he's pretty fast. Says he's going to go undrafted. Just take a flyer. He's a 65 overall with quick development. Hey, there you go. I didn't scout this dude at all, and he's not that great. But he does have quick development instead of just normal. So maybe he could actually become something. That might be the best flyer pick I've ever taken. That's for sure. All right, and we are 1 pick away from the end of the draft. And I think I'm just going to trade it away and give the computer some ammunition for next year. The Arizona Cardinals are trading their pick to the Tennessee Titans. That was my last draft with this franchise. And that ends the draft. Really fast, let's go ahead and look at how he did. The Arizona Cardinals overall got some decent players, not like any 80s that we saw before, but I guess Wyatt Koyak's a 78. If I recall, their stuff's relatively good. Trayless Shore, Avalos, Emmanuel Powell, all of these guys could develop, and Trayless Shore even had quick development. So yeah, hopefully we gave the computer some options moving forward. Doing my due diligence now, we're going to see how the rest of everyone else drafted. The Seahawks got some okay players. Golston kind of matches a lot of our top end. Everything else might be a wash given their developments. The Rams look like they did very badly. Their first pick was a 68 overall. That's awful with normal development. And then the 49ers look like they actually did okay. They got a center who's 79 overall and only 21. And he has superstar development. They got a center for sure. All right, we have now officially gone through our off-season episode. Next week is the preseason. and where we kick things off with our 10-year sim. Thank you so much for enjoying this series if you've made it up to this point. This is episode 77. I think the plan from here is 78 is going to be more of a quick award show. 79, I'll give you guys a little nice montage of some of the best moments from the series. And episode 80, just a nice solid number, will be our 10-year sim. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully our rookies and everyone else in this series just continues to carry on the Maivrpinger Born in a legacy. We'll see you next time for the next few episodes. And remember that Jesus was born in a Maivrpinger.